Hi guys! Today we're making this miniature makeup table with mirror and working lights. A lot of people seem to use these Ikea drawers and stuff for their makeup setup, so I decided to make this inspired by Ikea. But of course you can just change up the design and make it look however you like. First off, I made 2 pattern pieces for the drawers, one for the 2 sides and one for top and bottom. Then I traced the pieces onto a thin sheet of wood that I bought at a model train store, and then I used a small saw to cut out the pieces. Once cut, I used a file to smooth out all the edges. Then get out some wood glue and start gluing the pieces together. Essentially we're building a box. And that's the frame of the drawer done. Now you can trace the shape onto another sheet of wood and cut out a piece for the back and glue this in place. Next, I took a big popsicle stick and cut it into smaller pieces to be the front of the drawers. I later carved out a half moon shape on each to resemble the Ikea drawers, but you can skip that or add handles instead. For the inside of the drawers, I cut up pieces of cardstock like so, glued them together and cut away the excess. You can also make the whole thing from wood to make it more sturdy if you want. To fit the drawers inside the frame, glue pieces of cardstock or wood across the inside so the drawers can rest on them. That's one drawer done. Now you can make another one to match. To make the tabletop and connect the 2 drawers, cut a rectangle of some slightly thicker wood. Glue it in place on top of the drawers. And that's our basic table done. Now we can paint it with white acrylic paint and finish it off with a layer of Mod Podge for shine. Now we're gonna make the mirror. Cut out a piece of wood in the size you want it. Then you're going to drill small holes all around the frame. This is where we're going to add the lights. Then paint it with silver alcohol ink or acrylic paint if that's what you have. Now you can just glaze it and add the lights if you want. However, I'm going to take it one step further and use the Crome Mirror powder that I also use for nail art since I have it for my nails anyway. To use the powder you also need a non-stick top coat that are UV and LED activated and a lamp to cure it. If you want to know more about the process of using the mirror powder, you can search up the nail tutorials on YouTube because there are plenty to tell you. To quickly sum it up, I add an even coat of the top coat onto the wood. Then I cure it in my LED lamp, then I buff in the mirror powder, and then seal it with the top coat again and cure one last time. The mirror powder just adds a nice effect and make the mirror look less flat. Next we're gonna make the little light bulbs using translucent clay. I'm using Porto here. To make the little light bulbs hollow, I'm using this old miniature bowl mold that I had lying around. You can easily make one yourself by baking a ball of clay and then pushing it halfway into some flexible mold maker. Once you've made as many little hollow light bulbs as you need, bake them according to package instructions, let them cool, then use a strong glue to adhere them to the mirror. Finish off the light bulbs by glazing them. Now we can add our lights. I'm using this petite chain of LED lights that are battery driven. Make sure to make the holes in the mirror and the light bulbs to fit whatever light you're using. Now you can start arranging the lights inside the little bulbs. Try to make everything as flat as possible and stick it down with painter's tape. The reason I tape it rather than glue it is so that I can change out the lights later if they break. And that's the mirror done with working lights and everything. Finally, we're gonna make a little stool by cutting a piece of a popsicle stick for the seat and gluing on 4 sticks of wood for the legs. Then paint the legs with black acrylic paint before sewing a seat cover with white fabric. And here we are, our little makeup table is done. I accessorized with a few perfume bottles, some jewelry, and some makeup brushes I made in way old videos, so I'll link you to those below. Thank you guys so much for watching, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in a new one real soon. Bye!